Hello, I'm Lisa Garr, host of the Aware Show, and I have a very, very wonderful announcement for you. We have a very special video series, a DVD series actually, that Donna Gates and I have done together. This is in Donna's beautiful home, in Donna's beautiful kitchen, and this particular series addresses everything that you would want to know about how to create more energy, how to cleanse toxins, how to correct your digestion, and really how to conquer infection all at once. And it all begins with your digestive system. And Donna is joining me here because we want to chat a little bit about this. And this is such a hot topic for me because I'm going through this entire anti-inflammation lifestyle change right now, and it's so key. Donna, tell me, how much of disease is caused from inflammation?
Oh, they say every inflammation is behind every single disease out there. And any of infections you have in your body, including mouth infections, they go through the whole body. So it's the big deal. I mean, everybody also says it's a key cause of aging. I mean, it's a common agreement among everybody.
And even where it comes to brain health and clear thinking and memory and so forth, because
because these toxins in our body are getting through the blood-brain barrier. It's protective for certain substances, but not for inflammation, not at all. These inflammatory cytokines, they call them, which is a big word. It just means the agents of the immune system that are really thinking they're protecting us. They've gone haywire. They've gone overboard because we have so many toxins and infections in our body. And the foods we're eating are causing inflammation too. So our poor immune system is under huge attack today.
So tell us what, and many people don't know what this is when the immune system is triggered. It could be by foods. This is what I experienced, is the foods that I thought were healthy for my body, like eggs and nuts and seeds, were actually causing a major inflammatory response in my body and igniting my body on fire so that it was attacking my thyroid. This is what happened in my body. How does that work?
Well, see, what we've done in the past is we've looked at the food, like say eggs, and you look at it and it is a perfectly complete protein. So you'd say eggs are good. Right. But what we have not understood until fairly recently is the fact that we're all very unique. I mean, I've been saying that for 20 years, but now there's a lot of proof of that that's correct. And so what we know is we have our genes. Each one of us has our own unique set of genes. Every cell in our body has that set of genes in that cell. And so when we eat certain foods, so for you, nuts might be okay. For me, they cause inflammation in my body because my genes are being expressed in a negative way because of that particular food not being right for me. Like, I'll give you a great example, is coffee. Now, one of the things I do when I work with people is I usually don't bring up their let's say they're drinking coffee every morning. I usually don't even touch that subject because it's so addictive, and some people say, well, then I can't go to the bathroom unless I have my coffee. So I work on all the other things first, and then hopefully they'll look at the coffee issue. But here's the facts about coffee, is that a fairly large number of us have a genetic variation with a liver enzyme that we don't clear caffeine. So caffeine's also in chocolate, by the way. If you don't drink coffee but you're eating chocolate, this applies to you. And so we don't clear caffeine. So I could have, let's say I decided to eat some chocolate at dinner for dessert, which I don't do. I would be wired till 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm not clearing the caffeine. So it it brings out all your adrenaline and noradrenaline, and you're just wired. Your blood pressure goes up. All of that starts happening. And so for people with that particular SNP, you have to be really careful with caffeine. If you're going to have it, have a little teeny bit early in the morning. But what about all the other people that don't have that genetic variation? Actually, they need to redo all the studies on caffeine and coffee, for example. There's lots of research on it. Like I've said this also for 20 years, all foods have a front and back, positive and negative side of them to them. And so same with coffee. You can do research and say, wow, it's loaded with polyphenols and they're really good for the bacteria and they help your bifidus grow. Same with chocolate, polyphenols, good for the gut bacteria, particularly bifidus. So you can think, wow, then it's good for me. I can eat it. The research says it's good. but then you put it in your own body and you've got personal problems. So that's really what's going on. And it's actually going to be a major focus for my teaching for the next 4 or 5 years. I tend to like the challenge of putting new information out ahead of everybody. And this is not, by the way, new information. This is science that's been around for 30 years, but it's in the, as usual, the research world in the departments of universities, but it doesn't get out to us, little old us. And I want to get that out. And so really what I'm talking about today is a gut smart, gene smart diet, because, okay, so now down in our gut, besides our own genes, the bacteria have their genes, believe it or not. And remember, there's trillions of them. Like for every one cell that we have in our body, there are 99 more of them. So in other words, I'm actually coined this new word called microhumes, because we're 99% microbes and only 1% human. That's the truth about ourselves. Wow. So I think we're actually not humans anymore. We're now microhumes. And anyway, so we have to realize what we're doing down in the gut. Those microbes down there, they have their own set of genes, and now we're expressing their genes by what we're eating. So the story got a little more complicated. Instead of everybody's like just, like giving up because it seems too overwhelming, don't worry, it's all being figured out for you. And what it really boils down to is, like you did, Lisa, because I know we talked about this, you went in and began working with a wonderful practitioner, and he tested you and said, no eggs, no corn, no soy, no gluten, no dairy. When you saw it in the test this time, although I've been telling you that for many years,
you have.
This time you decided to do it, and you got the results you wanted.
It's because I've been listening to you, though, for the past, 15 years that I've been interviewing. Donna Gates has been responsible for introducing so many major concepts to the health movement, starting with her whole story about how she healed candida in her own body. That is in this video series. And then she introduced stevia to the United States. I mean, she has brought so many incredible concepts to the U.S. and this whole idea of cultured and fermented foods. Now, I am a busy person with an active lifestyle, and I didn't know that cultured fermented food concept was daunting to me. I did not know how to do it. So I said to Donna one day, can we just do a DVD and we can sit down and we could talk? And we did this for we did 6 DVDs, 6 series here for you. The first one is about Donna's story and how she healed candida. The second one was, we covered so much, was the cleanse concept and how to cleanse the toxins. And then we went through the whole idea of hormones, fatigue, weight gain, everything to do with inflammation. Then we went through the concept of fertility and creating a healthy baby, really totally dynamic, exclusive content that you will not hear anywhere else. This is what to do to set your baby's gut lining up from birth, golden, life-changing if you are pregnant or know someone who is. And then we went into Donna's kitchen, and she showed us in this super easy step-by-step process how to make the cultured foods. All the recipes are on there. There's a workbook included. This is a one-of-a-kind, beautiful, in your beautiful kitchen there in your home, one-of-a-kind, very exclusive opportunity with Donna Gates. I mean, I learned so much, and I've never been able to adopt this into my diet until now. I got a step-by-step process. I've been listening to Donna for a decade and not been able to figure it out because I'm a little slow.
Busy, like every one of us. Everybody's busy. I'd be just like you, except this happens to be what I found early on. It's my job to do this work of teaching people. I just was at an autism conference, and somebody went around and interviewed all the moms who have autism. And they said, what would you do differently? Because, autism can be prevented, and if we don't prevent it, in 10 years, 1 in 2 babies will become autistic. That's the new statistic.
Now you're talking about the mothers of the children that are on the spectrum?
Yeah. So that, now, thank God, finally, people are talking about prevention. I mean, this is our future. This is like whether we humans are going to survive on the earth, but it's 1 in 2 babies now by 2025. So they went around and they said, what would you do differently? And you know what they all said? They would add fermented foods to their diet, because that's what we teach is the prevention of autism. So it's also, what about those other babies? Like, one's going to have autism, one's going to be okay, but this one won't be really okay unless you do what we're teaching. You know, there's so many of us trying to teach it now.
A lot
and
about
the more the merrier, the more the better, because maybe a whole bunch of it, finally people will pay attention. You know, I think many people are like you, Lisa, that, you know, they're super busy and they kind of want to do it, but they don't have time to learn it. So that's why we try to make it so simple and fun. It's like you're with us right there, one of the girlfriends or guys in the kitchen with us, and we love being together anyway, and we love having other people, and so this is the best way to do it. I loved our time together.
It was wonderful. I learned so much. We prepared coconut kefir, super easy. One of the most nutritional probiotics that you can drink in your, what does coconut kefir do for the body?
You know, years ago when I invented it, I just knew it worked, and it was so interesting, the kind of comments we got back is, like, people, obviously it was working on the liver, cleansing it. That's a big deal, to cleanse your liver. It's a huge deal. So every toxin in the body goes to the liver. The livers work so hard. So if you've got an aid like that, so what people would say is, well, my skin got really, really beautiful and clear. And women would say, gosh, my periods are so clean now. And men, you know, a lot of people would say, oh, my joint problem is cleared up, and my vision got better and better. We kept hearing that. And I'm thinking, well, those things are all liver things, you know, skin, joints, vision. It's definitely doing something on the liver. But now with more time, it has these sulfurated proteins in it. Yes, it has potassium, which is a very important mineral, but the other thing, the sulfurated proteins, I think that's where the real power is, because they're part of the cleansing cycle in the body, what's called methylation or cleansing, a very important cycle to help us get rid of toxins. And so it empowers the liver and helps the liver process and eliminate these toxins in stage 2. So the liver has 2 phases of detox. It breaks them apart in stage 1 and clears them out in stage 2. It's helping with that stage 2 getting the toxins out of the body. So it's so important. And it is the key food that's helped so many. Like in our program with autism, I had to invent it first, and then the autistic children started showing up, and we told their parents, hey, do this, and the amazing stories came out when people.
It's incredible.
Well, so it works for adults too. I mean, everybody has a liver. It's
right, and it's very
gift, a real gift that we were able to discover this. Yep, sorry, interrupting you.
I forgot to. That's okay. I need to give the website address. I completely forgot. It's theawareshow.com/body ecology. theawareshow.com/body ecology, and you will see the entire program that Donna and I did. And I did this with Donna because I have such a passion for getting her information to the masses. It's too good to just be exclusive with the body ecology community. We need to get Donna's information broadcast from a mountaintop and get the DVD. It is absolutely life-changing. You've heard so much about inflammation and anti-inflammatory diets. This is the how to actually get it into your lifestyle. I'm a big visual person, so I need to see the recipes, how they're made, how easy it is. I sat there in the kitchen and did it with Donna. We did, 3 recipes in an hour, which was really cool. And you can once again see all of this. So go to the website, which is theawareshow.com/body ecology. Body ecology is the system. And it is all digital. So you'll be able to, right when you get the offer, you'll be able to download it right away and start watching it right away. There are PDF documents that come in there that are workbooks that have recipes attached, so you can. It's all condensed for you. It's instant. You just get it into your lifestyle right away. Once again, the first one we talk about Donna's wonderful story of how she got into this and how she healed from being so extremely sick as a child, very sick, and had candida all over, wreaking havoc through her whole body. Then we got into the whole concepts around cleansing, very important to get the toxins out because they come in every single day. Then we talk about fermented foods. We talk about hormones, fatigue, weight gain. All of that goes away once you get the inflammation out of your diet. Then we spend 2 solid segments on how to prepare these foods. Cultured foods, we make a beautiful salad. We make a whole meal. It was so fun, too, with you. And, there are also physical, there's physical DVDs too. There's both. So if you'd like to have them shipped to you, you can do that. If you want to watch them instantly, you can do that. And again, the website is theawareshow.com/body ecology. Very important that you take a look at least what's being offered here, because it's just Donna and I. We've never done this before, and I really wanted to get this together with you. So we're shouting from the mountaintop about what you've always talked about.
That's so sweet of you, Lisa, to say that about getting the word out, because you can't do it by yourself. And I've always been so grateful that you get it, how important this is, because it really is transformational. And that's one of my new slogans these days, is not just to inform people, but to really transform their lives. We have to do that quickly. And it starts with information. You can buy all kinds of products if they're right for you, but you've got to know first and foremost what to do, why to do it, how to do it.
Yes, and inflammation in my particular body showed up with just, it looked like I had fat all over my entire body, although the scale number wasn't changing. Oh. The inches were growing, my arms were getting bigger, my waist was getting bigger, and I was trying to figure out what on earth I was doing that was causing this major reaction in my body. For years, this reaction has been going on.
Because you're a big exercise person. I admire you for that. I don't exercise like you're supposed to, and I don't have any of that. So, and exercise does also create inflammation temporarily, and then it causes you to, it helps get rid of inflammation. So I'm saying, yes, exercise, but probably some of the better exercises are like yoga, where you're still, using your muscles, but you're not generating a lot of inflammation from an active workout. But I know you've always exercised, so I knew for you it was that last missing piece of getting rid of those inflammatory foods and adding in the fermented foods, because you fix the gut. So remember, what is the inflammation about? Well, it's about the immune system being sort of awry, like going a little off. It's not balanced anymore, but the immune system is headquartered, or you could say that, in the gut. This is the command center for the immune system, is in the gut. So you got to understand the whole thing that we're teaching. It's complicated.
I think from what I've learned that exercise is a part of it, but most of it is food. You can heal autoimmune dysfunctions with food. You can lose weight by eating the right foods. You can change your entire body through food. It's
you kind of have to ask, what is it about us human beings that we have to live on this earth and we have to eat? But everything eats. Plants eat, all the other animals eat. There's something about living here that we have to eat. But we actually have never known how to eat right until now. Now we really know. And, you can talk about the paleo people from thousands of years ago, and they were healthier. Well, we don't know that for sure. But they didn't have all the inflammatory foods that we have. And so that's why today we really honed right in on what it takes to be healthy. And it translates to living, we're going to live longer. We know that for a fact. We already are. But we're not living better. But we can. And this is the secret to longevity, to living very well as we get older. So like in 18 months, I'll be 70. And I don't have anything wrong in my body at all. There's no diabetes, no heart problems, no developing cancer, no Alzheimer's, all the things that you normally would maybe have by the time you're 70, some of them, nothing. And so I know this is working because I've been doing it for a long time. I want everybody to not suffer. And also I feel like there's a responsibility that we have to the next generation. Like, we can't grow old and become, who's going to take care of us, and what kind of burden are we going to be on the financial system? So there's really not a choice here. You have to do this, and it's not, it's not hard. It's not like about giving up all kinds of things. It's mostly about beginning to add things. Here's something really important to know. If you add fermented foods to your diet, you'll lose your desire for sugar. And
awesome.
And that's a big deal because sugar is super inflammatory. There's plenty of other things to eat, and you feel so much better, and you just need to know how to do it.
I was starving all the time. I wasn't eating enough of the right foods. I was eating foods that were empty foods to my body. My body was not digesting them. They might have appeared to be healthy to most people, but my body was it was creating a whole inflammatory response. As soon as I added in the cultured foods and learned about the inflammatory response, you will learn all of that in this DVD. I don't care if you've heard it before. You will hear it so clearly on this. It is absolutely life-changing, and the fact that you could look like Donna Gates, just I can't believe that you said you're almost 70. And I mean, talk about living healthy till however long you want to live. That's the way to do it. The only reason you give up is because it's just your body's in so much pain. Why go there? And it's also never too late. Your body wants to heal. It really wants to. And it doesn't matter what age you start this diet, it will completely change your body.
Yeah, if you're 30, start it now. And who knows well, we've never seen people start in their 30s to do this. And, we could easily hit that 125, 150 age with really super. There's all kinds of technology coming to with stem cells and all. It's going to be so exciting to be a 30-year-old and grow older today.
Yep. Oh, yes.
But again, no matter what, all the technology that's coming, stem cells, genes, all the stuff we know, it gets back to what you eat.
Thanks for reminding me. We also talked about the different types of testing for genetic testing for your body. You talked about different types of supplements, the oils that you use, the coconut water that you use, all sorts of great secrets. Donna's secret tips are in this DVD series as well. The cooking segments alone are worth the price of this series. I'll just tell you that because that is golden. Donna hasn't done in this high of a quality, professionally done, beautiful videos before, so check them out. Instantly you'll be able to download them. What was that, hon?
We had a great camera team. They were really fun to work with. The whole 2 days was just pure fun. I loved it.
It was great.
Now we want everybody to have it too.
Yes.
So have us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for spending time with us. I just wanted to get the word out to people and to spread the word. Again, the website is theawareshow.com/body ecology. You can either choose to get the digital, which comes into your inbox right away, all those beautiful links, or you could get the physical and you can have it with you. Whoops, something just flew in my eye. Or you could get both. Sorry about that. That was an eyelash. Okay, so physical, digital, or both. All right, that's it. Go to the website, which is theawareshow.com/body ecology, and enjoy. Thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lisa.
All right, talk to you all soon. Take care. Oh, and until next time, I invite you to stay aware.